This iron farm has got to be the best early game iron farm ever. So much so that I use it in every new world that I start. And today I'm going to show you how to build it. So this amazing farm here was designed and created by IanXO4. This has got to be one of the best farms he's ever designed. And it is super simple to start. Now there's two parts to this farm. The first part is for when you do not have any iron tools or anything. You're literally just starting out. So what you're going to need for that is a boat, 6 buttons, 2 slabs, 3 trapdoors, 6 beds, a wooden pickaxe and a wooden shovel. I would recommend maybe getting 2 of these or upgrading to stone as soon as you can. This will allow the farm to work enough to give you some iron to then upgrade it to this one. And all you need for this is an oak fence gate, 4 oak signs, a hopper, a bucket of lava, a water bucket and a wooden hoe. And the best thing about this farm is it will generate over 300 iron ingots every hour. And you can have up to 4 of these in a singular area as long as they're spaced out well enough that they won't interfere with each other. So you could get up to 1200 ingots an hour with just 4 of these farms. But let me show you how to build this. So I'm in 5 on mode now and I have my tools here. What we're going to do is we're going to find a nice flat area of land, try and find one that has no cave system underneath it. First you're going to do is create a line of dirt 1 by 3 along, and then you're going to go down another 6. From here, you're going to punch out a 3 by 3 hole. And then another one. And you're going to get your first of your 3 beds. You're going to pop them like so, with the head facing towards the hole and the feet in the sky. And grab your oak slabs and you're going to place one right here above the left hand side bed like so. And then on the opposite side with the right hand side. Then you're going to get one of your oak trapdoors. You're going to place that in the middle on the top side of the block like so. And from here you can get in and out. And from here, you're going to knock out a 1 by 2 hole straight along, and you're going to go 3. Like that. Inside the hole, you're going to knock the block up 1. You're going to do that 2. And then you're going to knock a 2 by 2 hole on this side. And then do the same on the other. So you should now have a hole that looks like this. You're going to grab your boat. You're going to walk along into the middle of the 2. Try and get bang in the center because this makes it easier. You're going to jump and place the boat. And then from here, you're going to knock out this block here. And you're going to staircase your way all the way to the top. Now try and remember to make your staircase only 2 blocks high because iron golems can still spawn in here until you spawn proof it. Now once you're out, going to block up that last block there that was your stair, get your last 2 trapdoors and you're going to place one here and here, and then you can open these up and this will allow a zombie in. Now above the hole that you originally built, put the last 3 beds with the head facing down into the hole, and this will allow villagers to come over, try and sleep in here, and then once they do, you will break the bed. Now the main issue is getting villagers over there. Now it can be any villagers, it could be the nitwit, could be any of the worker ones, but the best way to get them over is to take away all the beds. This is usually where you will find the beds that will be a part of the farm. This will help the villagers to try and find other beds in the area, and it should make them walk over to your farm. Now you only need 3 villagers for this, so it shouldn't take too long. Now you can help speed up the process by taking some of the workstations and having some of the villagers follow them all the way to the beds. And with the spare blocks that you do have now, you can make an enclosure that will allow for the villagers in, but not take it out. So as night is now coming upon us, we have 3 villagers in the beds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock these out. And as you can see, they will fall down into the hole. And then what you want to do is cover up that hole so nothing else can get in. And then obviously take away the enclosure that you may have had for them. And now we just wait for our first zombie. Right, so now that we're waiting for our first zombie, we are going to build the area that is going to trap and kill the iron golems. So from your blocks here, so we're facing this direction, that is the entrance down into the farm. To the left, we're going to go 1 block away from the block hole, and we're going to go along 5, and then we're going to go along another 8 from this hole here, making a 9 by 5 square, and along 5 again, wrapping round in a circle like so. And then on top of here, we're going to take our dirt blocks, and in our corners we're going to place 1, and then 1 away, and then 1 away again. Just copy that on both sides, and it should look like that. And then we'll take away the grass from underneath them, and then go down 1 further to make a 2 deep hole. Now it is important that you place dirt blocks on the top here like this, or the iron golems will not get damaged. And there we go. Now we just need to get a zombie in this world and put it in the farm to mob proof the stairs. So you place a button here, 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 and here. Now what you need to do is lure one of the zombies over to the trap. I would suggest creating a wee corridor like this. Gets it in easier. Once it's in, close the trap doors, and it will automatically make its way down towards the boat and the villagers. And look at that, straight away we have the iron golem. Now the head of the iron golem's hitbox is in these blocks, and it will kill it. So now that we do have an iron golem going, I'm going to quickly sleep, get rid of the night, so that it's a bit safer for us to work. And now we are going to get into the second part of this whole build. So we're going to need a crafting table. I'm going to need a wee bit more wood, so I'm going to go and grab some. I'm going to go in there and pick up the iron that the golem dropped. So we do not want that to despawn. And our first load of iron was 4, which is enough for a bucket, which is amazing. And there comes another iron golem. The first thing we're going to make is a wooden hole. We're also going to craft that bucket we need. We only need 1 bucket, so that's good. We are also going to craft enough for 4 signs, and then we need a wee bit more sticks, and we can craft a fence gate like so. So what I'm going to do now is run down to the water's edge here and grab our first bucket of water. Away from where the hole is where you're going to use the hole. So we're going to need to take these 4 blocks here and hold them, and then place our first water bucket in this corner. This will direct the water over to here, which will allow for any drops to get picked up. Now you're going to do that on the opposite side as well. This will stop any iron golems spawning in that area and then getting trapped in the dirt. Ho, 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 and ho. And then go quickly, place down this bucket of water, and there we go. All that iron is going to funnel itself into this area. Now we have 2 iron golems already spawned in that amount of time, and if I take away these blocks right here, this will allow me access into this iron, and now we have 6, which is enough for a hopper now. I do need a wee bit more wood, and we can use that wood that we've just got to make our first chest and a hopper, like so. Now we come over to where that iron is actually sitting. We're going to take that grass block away, and we're going to have this hopper facing into this direction, and that will filter into a chest when we get to that point. Now what we're going to do here is take the signs that we have, and we're going to place 1 here right above the hopper, and then to the right hand side we're going to go 1 block up and place there, and same on the left hand side like so. And we're going to take 1 dirt block, place it right behind the hopper, place the oak fence gate, and then the last sign like so, and open the gate, and then take away that block that we've placed there. This is now at the point where we can add the lava. So when this iron golem goes, we can take all of these away. Although I do suggest going and getting your lava first before placing this in. Luckily I had one straight under here. and then you're going to place the bucket of lava in between all the signs and the fence gate, like so. And that is the farm now upgraded. Now this was all done in one simple take. It is so effective. I use this at every single brand new world I use. If you don't believe me, go and check out the first episode of my hardcore world. It is in there. It's in the one before that as well. So yes, it really does work, and over 300 iron ingots every hour is amazing. Now I will say a few things. If an iron golem does spawn in the outside area and comes within 16 blocks of the villagers, it will stop working. That's why I said if you space them out, you can get about 4 of these in one area. Now, they may spawn on things like that. Perfect example. So you do need to look out for that sort of thing. Just go around with some dirt, fill it in, and push the iron golems into the farm itself. It's as simple as that. This will all get picked up here, and if you do hop it into chests, it's all stored and it is perfect. And it is one of the best starter farms for any new world. Trust me, I use it all the time.